Hello and welcome to my Pokemon Ruby Randomizer series. Let's jump right into it. Now this has been basically my Pokemon game in my childhood, so I guess I'm happy about playing this again. Although, I don't actually know what'll happen because, this is the first time I've ever done a randomizer, and it's also the first time I've ever done a Nuzlocke. So, we're gonna be doing those two at the same time. And I really don't know what to expect, because we could get wiped very early, like May could kick our face in, or it could go well. This is actually a weird time where you can actually fail a Pokemon game, so we'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot to set text speed. So I guess he'll be talking very slowly for the first video. His name is Birch, but people like to replace one letter in his name and call him something else. That's not what you're... Okay, I mean, that's not what he usually throws out, so we already see that our randomizer is working. But I feel like the C-Dot fits this because it does evolve into a Nuzlocke. I don't want to read this, we're not noobs. We've played this game as a child a lot. Now, in terms of character names, I feel like since this is the first time that we're doing a Nuzlocke and a randomizer, especially the Nuzlocke, because the randomizer doesn't come with rules of its own, we will be unintentionally, and at some points very intentionally, screwing the rules. So, in that sense, we're gonna call our character Kaiba for copious amounts of screwing the rules. Basically, the only known instance of me screwing the rules is I like to keep the battle setup the way that the default battle setup is, and that's that every time you defeat something, you'll be able to switch out. I think official Nuzlocke rules say you have to switch it to the other setting, which is what they use in competitive, I think. I don't want to do that because as much as this is a randomizer Nuzlocke series, it's also me reliving my childhood, and for nostalgia's sake, I'll keep it the way it is. But text speed definitely fast. I do know more about the game compared to when I was small, so, it won't be completely reliving the nostalgia, but we'll try to get close to the nostalgia as possible. As close to the nostalgia as possible. Now, because I'm running on emulator, I don't think the clock works. I mean, the clock does work, but the clock doesn't work perfectly. I'll set it to what time it is right now, but I don't think that'll actually do anything, because I did a little bit of playing on a basic ROM, like the unrandomized ROM, and that wasn't really working that well. And right now it's about here, I think. Again, I feel like the emulator will skew the clock, so that doesn't really matter. And of course, we need to remember to get our potion out. And we might actually need it this time. That's surprising. Hey, it's over. Now, this is actually the weakest part in the game, because we're only gonna have one Pokemon, so if May wipes us, then we will be completely, it'll be over. Normally, if you lose a Pokemon, then you'll have something to fall back on, but I feel like at the beginning is when I guess you're at your weakest. Which I guess it makes sense, because, it's the beginning of the game after all. It's just, Nuzlocks and randomizers give you absolutely no mercy. Oh, there she goes. Well, we'll see what she gets, because honestly, she can get anything. She can have a Rayquaza out there, and that'll scare the shit out of me, and then Rayquaza will use Splash. Or, you know, she can get a Magikarp, and then Magikarp will do something dumb like Perish Song first turn, and I just can't DPS it down, and then I'll hate life. So, you know, lots of things can happen. Okay, now let's see what we get as our starters. We got a Slacking. That's actually a really good start. Let's see what the other ones are. A Bellsprout and a Noctowl. Yeah, so this is one thing that I don't like, is I'm very familiar with the Ruby Sapphire series of Pokemon on the Hoenn Dex, because that's what I grew up with. I did watch the show Air, so I'm very familiar with the Hoenn Dex. I'm somewhat familiar with Season 1, or whatever, I guess Gen 1, that's what they call it. I have absolutely no idea what the hell is in Gen 2, so I messed with the randomizer a bit. I don't know how to get rid of Gen 2s in here. Like, I want to work off just the Hoenn Dex, but I guess the randomizer doesn't support that. So you're gonna see me mess up a lot. Now, in terms of choices here, I'd say Slacking is pretty much the best option, and it's actually pretty much the best out of almost everything that you can get. And that's because I feel like whatever semblance of balance is in the game, Slacking is balanced around executing a move every 2 turns. Now, because of this randomizer, I'm hoping that by picking Slacking, we're gonna get a different passive, which is going to be better than the actual passive in the actual game, which makes you execute a move every 2 turns. So in that sense, we're getting a Slacking that's about twice as good as normal. In terms of the game balance, now, Magikarp is also balanced in the game, so I don't actually know how good Slacking actually is. I never used it when I was small, but based on the passive, I'm gonna say this is the best start we have out of the 3, and also one of the best starts possible to roll as a starter. Also, it's not a legendary, so its EXP rates will be pretty low, which means we'll be able to level it up relatively quickly. So let's go ahead and start it up. Now let's see what the moveset is. I don't actually know these moves. I don't actually know what base stats look like either. So we got Fury Swipes, this normal type stab, 2 to 5 turns. Double Slap is another normal type, 2 to 5 turns. Fury Swipes is less accurate, but has more power. Astonish is 100% 30 power ghost type. And it's a flinching move, and also a fighting move. So, in terms of alliance with our base stats, which is high attack, low special attack, we have 3 moves that align with that. I don't know what Ghost is. It might be physical, it might be special, I'm not sure. But we have 3 moves that align with our stats. Base 50 power, that's very nice. Yeah, so a good move pool, good starting Pokemon. So far I'm liking this. Let's do Fury Swipes. Okay. So our base damage is definitely a lot better than anything else we can start with in the base game. EXP rate is shit compared to the base game, but, you know, whatever. Hey, we don't have a Pokemon. I know we don't have a Pokemon. This is actually funny because our father in the game actually does have a Slacking in the base game, unrandomized. Hey, we got the Slacking! Yay! We're slacking hard, or hardly slacking. Now, in terms of what we're going to name this thing, in the base game, he's the king of slack because he only acts every other turn, but in this game, he's the exact opposite of slacking. So what we're going to call him is we're going to call him Kaioken. Because he's like the exact opposite of keening. And because he's such a good Pokemon, I really do hope he'll live until the end. Is it a good idea to go see Mate? Never before have I been so nervous about the first fight in a Pokemon game, because this is actually a good chance of me getting wiped. But sure, there's no other way around it. Okay, what can we do? So we got one potion and we can potentially get a second. Do we get map? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. The other thing we can do is we can sort of scout around this area. We can see the encounter rates, but we do have to catch the first thing that we see, so it doesn't really matter. First of all, we got the nose piece, so I guess we'll kill it. Because I kind of want to go in at level 6 at least. Or maybe even level 7, because level 6 is what I normally go in. I think when I first played, I think I went in at level 10. What the hell are... well, we could get a Metagross at least when we start catching. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be able to catch, because technically we can't catch right now. So I think it's fine to fight. Again, if this is against the rules, then you know what? The rules can go fuck itself. Gust? Don't kill me. Okay, we're tanky, that's good. Ancient power? Okay, we're still tanky. 90 EXP, that's nice, that'll bring us to level 6. I know we're picking on things that are half our level, technically. Rounded, but it's still scary. I can tell how scary this game is going to be. Now I am gonna gain another level, another Metagross, and at least we know like what we can do now. Like we can take this. It uses trash on. Whoa! Oh shit! I thought trash does 20 set damage, and that would be very, very scary. Okay, trash is just the trash version of outrage. For some reason I thought it was going to deal a set amount of damage. Like Sonic Boom. Which would not be fun. Alright, we're just gonna heal up and we're gonna get level 7 and then we'll move up. Actually, I don't even know if that's a good idea, because once we hit level 7, May will probably bring us to level 8, which means it'll be hard for us to catch anything. So you know what? We're going up at level 6. We'll just tank with potions, depending on what May gets. At least if May wipes us, then we'll have died knowing that we were wiped by our actual rival, and not just, you know, Joe Random in the middle of a field. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Technically, we might be able to buy potions. 2's enough. I feel like if we die at this point, it'll be because we got cheesed. It won't be because, you know, we just can't sustain the fight. A Shuppet. That's actually not good, because 3 of our attacks don't deal damage. So if we run into Shuppet first, we might be unable to catch a Pokemon in this area. Okay, I'm ready to get my ass kicked, potentially. This is probably going to be one-sided. Very, very one-sided. Actually, yeah, it'll be very one-sided, because we have a strong Pokemon. And she has a Natu. Okay, that's shit. That's shit, we're good. I'm feeling good about this. Stand stream! Just when I went into the game thinking that I don't need to sustain, I'll need to sustain this, but I think Natu also takes damage from this. Flying type, psychic type, I think. Not sure. Just go kick its ass. 3 hits? 1 hit? Nope, 2 hits. It hits 3 times so we can 1-hit it. That's what I was hoping. Oh, is it gonna kill itself? Well, we took 2 damage. Nope. Oh, 1 hit. Fairy Swipes again, I guess. Well, we got past that the first battle. Unfortunately, we can't expect a lot of EXP out of this because it's a first form evolution, unlike Metagross. So that Metagross in the field actually gave us more EXP than this. Glare? I think I know what this does. I think it's a stun move. Right? Intimidates and frightens the foe into paralysis. That's good. I guess we can ditch one of these. I like the higher accuracy double swipe, honestly, even though Fury Swipe has not let us down. So I think I'll drop Fury Swipes for double slap. The more RNG I can eliminate, I feel safer. Which is weird, because, you know, I'm playing a randomizer. So what the hell am I even doing? Hey! We finally got past all of that. And we didn't get wiped. We should be happy that, you know, May didn't start with a Rayquaza. Rayquaza with Perish Song, Ice Beam, Outrage, and what's the worst thing that can happen? That's probably it, because Perish Song will out-sustain us and just outright kill us, I think. I think that's the move that does that. Ice Beam is good, super effective coverage. Outrage is, you know, stab and a strong move. Although I mostly use it to save PP, but anyways, we got past our first battle, so I think I'll cut the video here for now, and see you guys next time.